Hello, this is Dr. Thomas Lucky. I want to talk a little bit about Joe Paterno and his situation with his coach, Jerry Sandusky, and maybe what is going on in his life. I'm not privy of all the details, of course. I look up things on Wikipedia and other places because I don't know anything about the guy or his football team. I don't even keep up with his team. But I do know a little bit about health and where things originate from as possibilities. And Joe Paterno was not a smoker. He was accordingly a class act, according to the Penn State people. There was a lot of support for him in the last days as far as his football team and the fans around him. But as you know, unless you're living under a rock, that Joe Paterno was fired and over this ordeal. So they said he was diagnosed about 2 weeks ago with a treatable form of lung cancer, and we put those in big quotes because the man is 84 years of age and he's now having radiation, for God's sakes. The issue is, I pray for them to do the right thing, and actually he does become a winner in the situation. But if you actually look at the emotional aspects of the situation, I believe he probably either has bronchoalveolar carcinoma or actually adenocarcinoma, which is a large cell carcinoma on the periphery of the lungs. That could be causing this issue. Now, we look at the emotions that are associated with the lungs, and we see grief, we see sorrow, and sorrow is one of the words that he used, actually, to define what he's going through at Penn State. But it's also a territorial issue. And this man has been there for, I don't know, 40, 45, 50 years, something like that. And that is his territory. And he's been over it. He's the big dog over everything. He undoubtedly, according to what I've read, was somewhat a control freak. He liked to have everything under his fingers, basically. And the whole deal is, I believe this actually started probably around 1988, and actually maybe even back when he was around 21 years of age, something very similar invaded his territory as well. But if you look at his birthday, it's around December the 25th, which is actually a very popular time in our life. And he was born on the 21st. And you see that he's already had a history of prostate cancer, they say. So there's some questionable issues I would like to know a lot more about him that I don't know. So I'm just making a possible suggestion that this could be occurring on the right side of his lungs because it was a partner issue. And undoubtedly this man had been doing this for a long period of time. I believe, again, probably back since 1988, because that's the way his body is actually acting, or looking at what I do know, or what I think I know. But we do know one thing, that this is a territorial fear, and that actually starts this. And when you actually get the solution of the problem is when you get the symptoms. So the solution was being fired. Now he's not responsible anymore, so now he can take care of himself and hopefully be a winner in this big disastrous situation that has occurred in his life. The alveolar component is associated with being stifled or smothered, and he has definitely been stifled, smothered, over the years. He did go to the upline and discussed to them maybe what was going on, but maybe he did not, and even he admits to not doing what he could have done, possibly to end the situation earlier. But if you look at his record, 1988 they had a losing season. When Jerry Sandusky left, 1999, they had a winning season. 2000, for several years later, they had losing seasons. So he must have been quite dependent on this guy. He must have been a really good coach. So therefore, he was under the fear that this was going to come out eventually. And but he was trying to keep his football team together. So this is my best opinion of what's actually going on. And I'm just, my hopes and my prayers go out to Coach Paterno. He's been married for 50 years and seems to be part of a class coaching career. And I pray that he wins the biggest game of his entire life, which is his life. Thank you. Have a great day.